It's Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7 saying thank you. Thanks for listening to our podcast. We really appreciate it. Make sure you check it out inside the Mix 95.7 app with Radio On Demand or wherever you get your podcasts. You can subscribe. Just search for the Big Joe and Laura Show. And you know what? Since you're listening to us, maybe you want to connect with us if you haven't already on social media. Find us on Facebook, Big Joe and Laura. Find us on Instagram, same thing, Big Joe and Laura. And on TikTok, Big Joe and Laura. You can also find me, Big Joe Pesh, P-E-S-H. That's my social media. And Laura's is Laura Hardy Radio. All right, let's get into today's show.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
Grand Rapids native Paul Walter Hauser has been cast in the Fantastic Four. It's not known for sure what role he's going to play, but according to the Deadline, he will join cast members like Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, and Vanessa Kirby. So that's really cool. He's also already going to be portraying comedian Chris Farley in a new biopic that we told you about. He's been in movies you might recognize him, such as I, Tonya, Black Klansman, and Cruella. Now, I'm really excited about our next story. Tonight, the Grand Rapids Griffins are looking for revenge. They're playing in game number 3 of the AHL Central Division semifinals. The Griffins are tied against the Rockford Ice Hogs 1-1. It's a rough game on Wednesday night if you went there. They lost 5-1. It started out close and then just got out of hand. To make it easier, how about $2 beers? They'll have that tonight and $2 hot dogs while they last. Now, this is cool because they're the Ice Hogs kind of playing off pigs. The Griffins are also having a pig roast tonight at the arena's Brick Plaza on Fulton Street. It starts at 5 o'clock, and it's there until everything is gone. You can get a $14 barbecue pork sandwich combo, which will come with chips and a pop or water, your choice. And the cool thing is you're allowed to take that inside the arena. So that sounds like a fun night. And go Griffins. Hopefully we'll get a W and take the lead there. And for your final need-to-know news story, we're heading to Tennessee, where an 18-year-old high school student is lucky to be alive after they were doing their job dropping off some pizza. This kid named Caden was shot at 7 times by a homeowner when he accidentally pulled into the wrong driveway. Now, this is Caden talking about what happened.
I was literally about to get killed right there, so it's attempted murder, in my opinion. I do believe there is, if you do have reasonable cause, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, but in certain cases like that, I don't think that was a reasonable cause, and therefore I don't agree with it.
That's insane. You hear about delivery drivers getting robbed all the time, but the guy's just turning around and pop, 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 pop. Man, I'm glad he's okay, and I hope you got a good tip out of that deal. That is Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids' best mix.
We all like to think that we're still cool, but I have a feeling this test is about to humble the bunch of us.
Hey, it's Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids' best mix. What test is this?
Well, okay, someone's come up with a list of the most used Gen Z terms based on Google and social media appearances, and I don't think either of us know all 24 of these popular Gen Z terms. I'm not going to give you all 24. That would take all morning long. Instead, I've got 5 of them here. I want to see if you could do best 3 out of 5.
Okay.
And if you do, you can consider yourself a winner. If you do not, congratulations, you're officially old, Big Joe. Are you ready to play?
Well, okay. Well, I'm old. We can be done now if you'd like. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's do this.
All right. Here is your first Gen Z slang word. Tell me if you know what this one means. Riz.
Oh, that's easy. Like, the reason my wife Lindsay likes me so much, and a lot of other ladies do, even though I got to show them the ring I'm married, it's because I got all that riz. I got charisma.
Okay, that is correct. Riz does come from the word charisma. And they also call it Rizma or Riz, or you could be the Rizzler, which is my favorite.
Sounds like a McDonald's character. Oh, the Rizzler struck again.
He struck again. All right, so you got the first one right. It's only going to get harder from here. Here is your second Gen Z term. Do you know what moots means?
Say that again, please.
Moots. M-O-O-T-S. Moots.
It sounds like boots. I'm just trying to think like it rhymes with boots.
Yeah.
But then you got like mute, which is like quiet.
The moots with the fur.
Yeah, moots with the fur.
I think Gen Z's everywhere are crying because you just did that. All right, what's moots mean, buddy?
Moots is just, hey, be moots on this. Don't tell anybody. Just be quiet. Like, keep it on the DL. Just, hey, be moots about it.
No, that is not correct. It is short for mutuals. It's when you follow someone on social media and they follow you back. You're moots.
Like, hey, look it, we're moots.
We're moots. Yeah,
we follow Big Joe and Laura on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok.
Exactly. You could be moots with us. All right. You did not get that one right. Maybe you can get the third one right. What does Delulu mean?
Sounds like a line of clothing that like grips your butt.
Delululemon? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I think some people might be Delulu for wearing Delululemon if they don't realize their size.
Even before you say that, which I feel like was which was a hint or whatever, I'm going to say what Delulu.
Delulu.
That is like like, oh, she's delusional. She's Delulu.
Yeah, it means you're just unhinged. Usually it refers to a celebrity worship, like you're Delulu if you think that Sydney Sweeney's going to give a crap about you after her SNL support appearance or whatever. So Delulu, you are correct. Now you only have to get one more right in order to be a champion at this. Do you know what ops means?
I think of like Black Ops because I play that on Call of Duty. Ops. But it rhymes with pops. When you clean, you got mops.
Yeah,
Ops?
None of those are going to help you.
Isn't it like in rap songs where it's like you're a person that's hating on you, like, oh, we got to watch out for the ops. But that sounds like cops too.
Yeah.
Is it just kind of somebody you got to watch out for? They don't snitch on you. They're always trying to get you.
You're very close. I'm going to give you like the half point for this one. It's someone who's in competition or against you. It's your enemy.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, you're kind of right, but it's more specifically enemies than just people that are competing against you. All right. So last but not least, we'll see how you do. What is Heather?
Oh, like
when
that's a person's name.
Someone says that you're Heather.
Oh. Is this reference?
I don't know what this is referencing. This one totally stumped me when I saw it.
I'm trying to think of like famous Heathers. I'm like Heather Locklear.
I don't think that's going to lead you in that direction.
Heather, Weathers, Sether, Mether.
Mether?
Leather.
Mether is not a word.
Neither is Heather, but yet we are here.
Heather is a word. It's a name, at least.
I don't even know. You're just going to have to buzz me.
It's when someone says you're Heather, that means that everybody likes you and they can't help it. Like, you're just so likable, you're Heather. That's just what they say it means.
I don't hate Heathers, but I don't love Heathers that much.
Well, let us know how you did. Are you Gen Z slang term savvy, or are you like Big Joe, where you're like, what is Heather? DMS inside the Mix 95.7.
Mix 95.7.
It is the Big Joe and Laura show on Mix 95.7, and it is freaking awesome Friday. I don't know about you, but sometimes it is hard to celebrate things. You almost feel guilty, like nobody wants to hear me brag. Not the case today. 616-600-0957. It could be the smallest, littlest victory in your life or the biggest thing that's ever happened to you, or it's something you're looking forward to and excited about. We want to know what that is for freaking awesome Friday, and we want you to be part of the show. Call in at 616-600-0957. That's 616-600-0957. Now, I'm giving you a warning right now. This story made me cry. I did not have mascara on this morning, but it certainly will make your makeup go everywhere, but it's a positive one. This is from Arkansas. It's a barista working at Starbucks doing the early morning shift. They get there 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to get our day going, right? And, well, she just was being nice to this lady, and the lady came back to her job later and left this note with her boss, and this is the woman reading that note.
It says, I travel a lot for work. That usually means late nights and very early mornings. I haven't had to travel to Little Rock in 6 months until this week. I've been here for 2 days, and so far you have been the only person I have encountered that has been genuinely kind. You were the first face I saw this morning, and you really brightened my day. I'm sure you are exhausted because life, right? That's all of us, but you deserve to know you made a difference in someone's day-to-day just by being kind. I'm also willing to bet you have a great sense of humor. Who doesn't appreciate that? I hope you have the very best day. I know I will, thanks to you. Treat yourself to something nice. I can tell you deserve it. Maybe just not coffee, haha. Sincerely, the groggy woman at 5 a.m. Do good in this world, and it will always come back to you.
Okay. That seems like, okay, cool, what a nice thing. I mean, that's all right, not that big of a deal. This next part is where the tears are going to start coming for all of us, because this is how much that note meant to this woman.
If you are that lady, this is my first Mother's Day without my mom. She passed in June. I have the Starbucks job on top of my full-time job because I have a lot of bills to pay and a lot of debt that I have inherited to get under control. And I would be lying to you if I told you that I was not dreading Mother's Day. And so I decided that I was going to buy the urn that I have been looking at and bring my mom home for Mother's Day. And I had no idea how I was going to afford it. But the $200 you put in that note today allows me to spend Mother's Day with my mom. And I appreciate you so much for that.
Wow. Talk about powerful right there. I think that really resonates with me in particular. My mom's still here, but my mother-in-law, Jan, passed away unexpectedly coming up about 2 years ago. And it's still, I still feel like we're grieving and we're dealing with that. But stuff like that, that is so awesome and it's so simple. That's what we're looking for Freaking Awesome Friday. Just the good stuff out there, the good people. Maybe you're one of them or you've experienced it. Be part of the show right now, 616-600-0957, and share those stories with us. Right now, we are continuing Freaking Awesome Friday here on the Big Joe and Laura Show on Mix 95.7. It's simple. I know people don't like to brag a lot, but that's not what this is. It's just sharing the positivity. It's sharing the good news in your life. We need way more of that, right? So if you have something, you can, of course, call us at 616-600-0957. Jeff in Grand Rapids, can you share with us what's great for you, like your Freaking Awesome Friday?
Hey, we had a great week. We closed on a rental property that we had for sale, and it's allowed us to pay down a bunch of debt, a huge chunk of which was some debt we incurred caring for my mother-in-law when she was in hospice care a couple of years ago.
Oh, man. Well, I'm sorry about everything with your mother-in-law, but I'm glad to hear that, man, debt is so heavy over people. It's nice that that is gone, and you were able to make a nice profit, too. That's great.
Yeah, a big profit because we bought it 5, 6, 7 years ago, and we've been blessed. So, yeah, it was good news for us.
Jeff, that's exactly what Freaking Awesome Friday is about. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Of course. Have a great day.
Megan from Grand Rapids, what do you got for Freaking Awesome Friday?
So my husband and I have been married for almost 5 years and together for 10 years. The beginning of June, and we're getting photos done. We haven't had photos done since our wedding.
Oh, that's awesome. Man, 10 years. It sounds like you got married right around when me and my wife Lindsay did. And yeah, I think we've only gotten photos one time and it was with our dogs. But are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. Get the house decorated and something else besides wedding photos.
That's awesome. Now, does your husband get to pick out what he's wearing or do you have to handle that?
No, we're going shopping together this weekend, so he gets partial decision.
Oh, there you go. He can decide the socks and underwear.
Yes, exactly.
Well, Megan, you got to send us those photos when you take them, at least one of them. We'd love to see it.
Cool, will do.
All right, you have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Desiree, hey, how's it going? What do you got for Freaking Awesome Friday?
Me and my boyfriend of 6 years are starting the first steps of either buying a pre-built home or building our own very home.
Woo-woo! That is awesome!
Yeah, we are definitely very, very excited.
Oh my gosh. Do you have any idea like where you want to live or where this might be at?
We're actually going to build on his parents' land because they have 10 acres of land. So they're going to sell 2 acres to us and then we get to build our own home.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Well, hey, whenever that actually goes through, make sure you invite us out there for the housewarming party. We want to celebrate with you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I will. We will definitely have a very big party.
All right, Desiree, thanks for being part of Freaking Awesome Friday.
Yeah, of course. Have a good weekend.
Let's wrap things up with Maggie for Freaking Awesome Friday. Hey, what's the good news?
In about 11 days, I have this whole musical happening.
You got a school musical happening. What's going on with the musical?
They basically sing songs, and one song is dedicated to a teacher who's retiring this year.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I hope you have a lot of fun at that, and I'm sure it sounds like a great time. Thank you so much for calling and sharing that with us.
Thanks for having us. Have a good day. Thanks for having us. Have a good day.
All right, you have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.
It's time to play Laura Can't Lose on Mix 95.7. Here's how it happens. You'll have 1 minute to answer 5 questions. You can pass if you need to, and we'll come back if time allows. A tie goes to Laura because, well, her name's on the show. Here's who's playing Laura Can't Lose today.
Representing Hudsonville this morning, we've got Stefan on the phone.
Good morning, Stefan. How are you?
Good morning. Fantastic. Yo, yo, yo. Let's get it going.
I love how much enthusiasm he comes, and maybe it's because we're at an all-time high with the Michigan Lottery ticket jackpot, which is now up to $75 worth of tickets. I don't even know if we can fit that many in an envelope, so good luck, Godspeed if you do beat me today, my friend.
Hey, when I do beat you and scratch off, thousands of dollars, I'll split it with you.
Thank you. At least buy us lunch. That's all we ask. You can keep the
absolutely.
rest.
Okay, well, for this game to begin, you got to kick Laura out of the room.
Laura, could you and your infectious laugh please exit the studio?
Oh, he complimented. It was a hug punch.
I think he meant like actual like virus infection.
No, not at all.
Like when you cough, it's like you
that's
get
part of
people
my
sick.
morning, every morning. Her laugh makes us all smile.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, she's out of the room. We don't have to be nice anymore. Let's get into the first question. What bridge connects Michigan's upper and lower peninsula?
That would be the mighty Mackinac Bridge.
Question 2. What African-American woman refused to give up her seat on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama?
Rosa Parks.
Question 3. What reality TV show features a group of overweight and unhealthy people trying to lose weight through intense exercise and dieting?
Oh, what reality show? Can you repeat that again? What reality show?
Yeah, what reality... I don't think it's on on TV anymore, but what reality TV show featured a group of overweight and unhealthy people trying to lose weight through exercise and dieting?
Oh, I'm going to have to pass on that one.
Question 4. What movie features a clown who terrorizes children in the town of Derry?
That would be Stephen King's It.
Question 5. In 1999, whose song said, "That don't impress me much"?
That don't impress me much. I'm not a country star, but I think that's Shania Twain.
You have a great voice. Question 3 again. What reality TV show features a group of overweight and unhealthy people trying to lose weight through intense exercise and dieting?
The only thing that comes to mind, and this is probably wrong, but I'm going to go with The Biggest Loser.
Okay.
And I might be the biggest loser after that answer. Who knows?
Let's find out. I'm going to bring Laura back in studio. Laura! So, Stefan, I hear you have not one but 2 daughters in college. That's got to be fun.
Yes, we have twins. One at MSU and one at the University of Michigan.
Okay, so when it comes to like big game day, do you side with one daughter? How does that work?
Absolutely. I grew up, I bleed maize and blue, and my daughter that went to Michigan State, I love her to death, but yeah, she even wears maize and blue on big game days as well.
Okay, good. At least she understands the message, because I'd hate for you to have to pick a favorite twin. I feel like that doesn't go well.
Stefan,
it does not.
Stefan, you made that way too complicated. I would go with Michigan myself because, she'll probably make a lot of money.
Well, both of my daughters are very intelligent and talented, so they're both going to do well in life.
Good. That means your retirement is set.
All right, let's get into
it. Hope so.
Let's get into it, Laura. You have a chance today to tie Stefan. He went 5 for 5.
Oh, no. He came hot and he meant it, too. Oh, no.
Laura, I'm looking at you right now before we begin.
I know. He's giving me the you're the captain now look.
Just don't screw this up, okay?
I'm going to ruin this. All right, let's go.
Question 1. What bridge connects Michigan's upper and lower peninsulas?
That would be the Mackinac.
1-1. Going to question 2. What African-American woman refused to give up her seat on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama?
Oh, we have a whole circle named after her. That would be Rosa Parks.
That is correct. 2-2. Question 3. What reality TV show features a group of overweight and unhealthy people trying to lose weight through intense exercise and dieting?
Is this a show that's currently on air?
I don't believe so anymore.
Okay,
probably reruns.
Biggest Loser.
That is correct.
I was like, please say there's not another one, because I only know the one.
Oh.
It's The Biggest Loser. No.
It's The Biggest
That
Loser.
was the longest question, I think, in Big Joe and Laura history.
Oh, don't worry. It gets longer. Tie game 3-3 going into question 4. What movie features a clown who terrorizes children in the town of Derry?
That would be It.
That is correct. 4-4 is the score going into our final question. You get this?
Come on, Laura, help me out.
Ooh.
You get this? It's a tie. You miss it. We got a winner named Stefan.
Oh, no.
In 1999, whose song said, "That don't impress me much"?
Oh, well, it's the girl, Shania Twain, whose shirt I wore yesterday.
Wow, we have a tie, which means if you'd like, you can come back Monday and play Laura for $80 worth of those Michigan lottery tickets.
That would be fantastic.
When it comes to your fur baby, is there a limit to how much you would spend on them? Hey, we're Big Joe and Laura on Mix 95.7. Now, Laura, I know you got your dog Tulip and all your cats, and I want to hear from you and anybody else as well, if you're listening, 616-600-0957, about your largest vet bill. Like the most you've spent on that animal.
Okay, I'll start off. I think Yeah, I mean, there's been more we've spent on Tulip, but I think the one that really set me off the deep end was about a year ago. There was one morning my husband texted me and was like, oh my gosh, Tulip is limping. She can't get up and down the stairs. She's not getting up well. Like, we're really worried. And she's what's called a bully toad, which is basically a pit bull bulldog mix.
She's like a low rider.
She's a low rider. She's a stumpy girl. You can tell she's going to have back problems as she gets older. And she's starting to get older. So we were like, oh no, the time is here. It is too soon. We're not ready for this. So James makes an appointment at the vet, drives her all the way out to Jenison where her old vet was, takes her in there. And then it turns out she didn't like one of her toenails because it was a little long. So $300 or almost $400 later, Tulip the dog was entirely fine. She just needed a toenail trim.
Okay, see, it's not funny, but it's funny. Patty the other day came back from outside, and his left leg, the rear one, he would not put it on the ground. I'm like, what did you do? You just went potty. What happened? And I scheduled an appointment with the vet. Turns out he was fine. So I don't know if he stepped on something or what, but that was going to be a similar situation. Now, those are much cheaper than what we've spent on our dogs. Benny and Patty, we didn't know which one of them when we came home. We were looking for a house just like a year or two ago in Grand Rapids, and we came back from a showing, and we found a pound of Costa Rican dark chocolate, like pure chocolate. It was totally eaten, and wrappers were left, and that'll kill a dog.
Yeah.
We didn't know which one it was, so we had to take them to the emergency vet. They both had to puke, like they had to make them throw it up.
Oh, no.
Turns out it was just Benny. Poor Patty didn't do anything. But
Patty. Benny's always the problem, it seems like. Patty just kind of gets looped in by guilty by association.
I think that bill, though, was about $1,400.
Oh, my
and they told us it could be up to $4,000.
And you lost all that chocolate, too.
I wish I had chocolate after that all happened. And then my brother-in-law, Travis, that kind of spurred on this whole thing. He's been taking care of my mother-in-law's dog, Dawson. She passed away a year and a half ago, and he's been taking care of him in Chicago. And he's a good little dude, but he's older than, we don't even know how old he is. He was a rescue, was abused, and he's old, long in the tooth, and now he's having mouth issues where he's getting his teeth pulled out.
Oh, no.
And now they're trying to figure out, I think he spent like $800, which he's a young kid. He doesn't have that kind of money.
No, most people don't have $800 laying around for a dog bill.
No, but the bills just go up and up. So I was thinking about him, thinking about us, and I was wondering from you as well. 616-600-0957. What's the most expensive vet bill that you've had to pay? What was it for?
We want to hear from you. Again, 616-600-0957, or you can shoot us a DM right now in the Mix 95.7 app.
You love your fur baby, right? If you got a dog or a cat. Is there a limit to how much you would spend if they were going to be sick or needed surgery? We're the Big Joe and Laura Show here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix.
We want to know, what was the cause of your most expensive vet bill? I told my story that my dog Tulip cost us almost $400 because she didn't like how long her toenails were. We thought that her leg was failing or something terrible was happening.
Our dog Benny and Patty, they one of them broke into our chocolate stash from Costa Rica, which is pure chocolate, and they ate a pound of it, which could have killed them. And it cost about $1,500 to pump their guts out.
Only $1,500, and you lost all that really nice chocolate too. What a treat.
I know. What about you, though? What is the story with your vet bill? 616-600-0957.
So at Grand Rapids, what was the most expensive vet bill you were faced with?
It was just under $5,000.
Oh my God!
What happened?
My dog, back in September, was just not her usual self, and we took her in, found out that she had, it's called pyometra.
Okay, what is that?
Which is like a life-threatening infection in the uterus.
Oh, no!
And yep, so the doctor said that if we didn't bring her in that day, like, she could have checked out.
Oh, so is she still with us?
Yes, she is.
Oh, thank God. At least it was worth the money, but geez.
Was there any...
Yeah, it was a lot.
Was there any second thought or debate in your household about whether or not you'd actually do this surgery and spend that money?
No, we had to. I've had this dog. I got her for my daughter, and it was my daughter's birthday that day.
Oh, no.
I was like, there's no way. I was like, we have to save her. Like, let's go right now.
Wow, Samantha, we're glad everybody's okay. Thanks for sharing.
But geez, thanks for sharing.
No problem.
Have a great morning.
You too. Thank you.
Sam and Wayland, what was the most expensive vet bill you were faced with?
So our old neighbor brought over a giant remote control monster truck, and we have a Yorkie, and he was chasing our Yorkie around the yard, and he ran over our Yorkie. It ripped our Yorkie's bottom lip off. It broke both his knees. It was a huge ordeal.
Oh.
So we ended up taking him to the vet. It was a $750 bill, and my neighbor didn't offer to pay anything.
Oh, absolutely not. I would be letting your dog poop in his yard forever after that.
For real. My poor baby was in a cone for like 3 weeks.
Oh, I'm glad your dog was okay. And I mean, $750 is expensive, but I would have expected way more. So it feels like you almost lucked out with that one.
Yeah, for sure.
How much did you have to spend on your pet? Tell us about those big vet bills that you had. 616-600-0957. It's Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7.